Guys, hello and welcome to the Liberian TV network. Today we are right here at LBS, where in the Liberia Broadcasting Corporation, in the
Well,
office
first
of
of
the
all,
Ombudsman, are yes signing the
let me
memorandum of
welcome
understanding for partnership. If you are
members
calling
of
us
the
from any part of the
media
world, also good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Francis K. Go
to
kindly
our
like, share,
joint
comment on our Facebook and YouTube channel. Thank you for joining this platform. Keep boosting
MOU
us and bring this to
framework
us.
MOU. Let me seize this opportunity to say to the Ombudsman and his team, you are welcome to the Liberian Broadcasting System. The Liberia Broadcasting System is a semi-autonomous agency, and we are doing everything by law to inform the Liberian people. It is the right of the Liberian people to be informed. It's not a privilege. And since that right is something we respect, we'll continue to work within the framework of our media mandate to inform the Liberian people, and to continue to work to welcome you and your team to the Liberia Broadcasting System. And hopefully, after your statement, and then we'll come up with our statement from the LBSN. But by way of introduction, I would like to introduce to you my immediate right is Mr. Thomas Gore, Deputy Director General for Administration, who just arrived, by the way, from the States with sophistications in terms of equipments. Right now, I can announce to you that we don't have equal in this whole broadcast business. And after this signing ceremony, you can go upstairs to see with your own two eyes. The suitcases and equipments are there. I'd like to introduce to you Mr. D. Flomo. He's the Deputy Director General for New Media and Rebranding. So part of what you see in the modernization of our media landscape, this guy is on top of that. And this is the landlord for where you are sitting right now. So we want to officially welcome you to the Liberia Broadcasting System, you and your team. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Fagon and Director General. I'm actually overwhelmed along with my team that is here to reach to this level of our engagement, especially at a time where we now just heard from you about the capacity development of your organization. And Mr. Floyd, back in country with a lot of equipment that actually many other hands, Mr. Gore, to enhance our work as a people by informing them, educating them, and making them to be healthy and productive citizens. Thank you very much for welcome back, Mr. Board, and I wish you well in your role. There is no time that we need to work in different ways. We have got to work based on example. And that is why my institution is proud to have a memorandum of understanding that is termed as a framework memorandum of understanding between the Liberia Broadcasting System and the Office of Ombudsman. I would like to take this opportunity not specifically for the MOU, which is symbolic because we have started the conversation as far back as 2024, and there is a symbolic signing of the document. But the code of conduct is a key government policy that seeks in order to create a new day where intelligent, hard work, professionalism will serve as a basis for judgeship. And so the fact that we are signing this MOU with the LBS as a way to promote the Office of the Ombudsman activity, and to also create relationship with LBS in terms of education, while at the same time working with the LBS staff to understand the code of conduct as a way in order to enhance all of the things that we are doing in the country. We see that as a step in the right direction, and we are proud to be part of it at this time. On this MOU, we will work with you in order to help us to develop our radio program in different form, of course, in terms of new media, using other tools that would enhance our work to reach the Liberian people. The platform is the biggest, so we think that the Office of Ombudsman and the Liberian people will benefit from the platform. The Ombudsman that many of you may have heard of, you might not have heard about it, is the Government Ethics Office. We are the new guys on the block to do ethics audit. We do that ethics audit in basically 4 ways: by ensuring that we create awareness on the code of conduct, that folks that are going to be inherent in the code of conduct. We will investigate complaints for the code of conduct, and we support the enforcement of the code of conduct. Of course, we are being mandated by the legislature to also conduct research to understand how effective the code of conduct has been, or how can the code of conduct be effective, considering the experiences that we are going to have during our implementation. So I'd like to thank you, and especially for the media that is here, I'd like to thank you again, Mr. Director General, for this opportunity to enable our 2 institutions to work together. You might have heard our jingle. Our jingle is generally giving a bird's eye view what the code of conduct is. As a government official, at all times, we have to ensure that we work for the public service. At all times, we should ensure that folks that work for us, they need to be paid on time. And if they're not going to be paid, we don't communicate that to them why they are not actually being paid. A government official, employee of government, we are not engaged in sexual harassment in any form, either it's direct or it's indirect. At all times, we work for the public interest by disassociating ourselves with anything that has got to do with bad governance. Corruption, of course, is a key negative tools, negative behavior that we had. And so the code seeks to ensure that we will not engage in the corruption. And if you are engaged in the corruption, if you are found, you know what the person is going to do. We are going to recommend nothing less, but actually advocate for the highest penalty under the law. Thank you very much, Mr. Director General, and thank you for the media for helping us to have the code of conduct. I mean, this understanding something between the biggest radio platform, the Liberia Broadcasting System, and in the same, thank the LBS. We haven't paid a dime to the LBS before, but you have been in our program. We have appeared here. You have aired our radio announcement, our job ad, and all of that. You've been doing that free. So this, what you have in here is just a gratitude for the kind of work that you've been doing for the Office of Ombudsman. Thank you.
Thank you of the Liberian people via the Constitution, and that is the right of the Liberian people to be informed. Part of what we'll ask of you is to open your office to our information team so that we can be able to come over to your office and get information. We hope to establish a link with your PR person, because I bring this to your knowledge while we're signing this FMOU. We read on social media the situation with the Deputy Minister for Public Affairs at the Ministry of State. It is again the right of the Liberian people to be informed. We would like to be first in news, best in entertainment and enlightenment. So when these things happen, we would like to know when you take a decision at your office so that we can tell the country. This office cannot be an office where people will just go when things happen there, then they go home and maybe write something on social media. So we'll further enhance this FMOU by making sure we have a contact person, a focal person in the office of the Ombudsman, so that when officials of government who are supposed to be held accountable to the Liberian people do things that they are not supposed to do, we can report to the Liberian people as a right to be informed. The other thing is we are going to do our best to work along with you, considering what is in the FMOU, because we believe that too often a time, from the LBS perspective, that officials of government wrong citizens and they walk away with it. They use their big offices to torment citizens. They use their offices to terrorize our citizens. They use their positions. You know who I am? You come by here one more time, you will not see the break of day. Or maybe you wouldn't have a job again. I don't want to see you at this police station. All of those things do happen. And sometimes our people do not have the means of going to court. But at least if they experience any form of abuse, whether sexual, whether verbal, whether psychological, they can go over to the ombudsman and say, an official is taking advantage of me, and not only corruption and other things, but there's a whole lot that can be done. At LBS, we were created by an act of a decree. We run on the decree, and unless that is changed, we continue to obey what the law says. Article 97 says you can't touch this decree until you what? Hold a referendum and change the Constitution. So for records, I'd just like to reference two that have us sitting to this table today, if you don't mind.
Please go ahead.
Number 9 of the PRC decree, number 20, number 9. We have the right, we have the authority to quote, to enter into, perform and modify contracts, leases, agreements, and any other transactions on such terms as may be deemed appropriate with any agency or instrumentality of government, or with any person, partnership, association, organization, or other entity, public or private, singly or combination thereof. That authority given to us is what we've exercised today. You can rest assured that even sometimes, if you don't have it like we've done, we will do it in the interest of the Liberian people where necessary, where affordable. So I want to thank you and your group for coming, and rest assured this law gives us even more authority in number 14 here to take any and all actions determined by the Director General to be necessary or desirable in making, carrying out, or servicing, compromising, liquidating, or otherwise dealing with or realizing any transaction or operation authorized under this decree. So should you face financial problems, you can count on my authority. I will use it under the law. And so I want to thank you and your group for coming. LBS welcomes you once again, and we are ready to proceed with the signing of the FMOU, which is the Framework Memorandum of Understanding. Thank you very much.